Hello, everybody. Welcome to the channel. My name is Mr. Tandy at Tandy IT here on YouTube. So you clicked on this video because you're trying to figure out and get a little bit more information on what these numbers mean, right? This is an IPv4 addressing scheme. And you're trying to figure out what this IPv4 address is, what is this subnet mask, and then what is the default gateway. What is all this information and why is it important? Okay. Well, in this video, I'm going to kind of give you a quick little rundown on what these items mean, what the subnet mask means, what the default gateway means, and what the IPv4 address is. Okay, so before we begin, let's take a look at this picture here. Now, this is a picture, okay, this is a quick little picture of a satellite view of a neighborhood. Okay, it's just a quick little neighborhood here. All right. Now, on this neighborhood, what we're going to do is we are just going to concentrate on this section of the neighborhood. Okay, what I have here in my little half circle, half rectangle thing here. Okay, we're going to focus on this neighborhood, right? Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a picture. This little box is going to be a mailbox. Okay, this is a mailbox. Okay, write the word mailbox right there. Okay, so hang tight. We're going to come back to this in a minute. This is a mailbox. Okay, so quick question for you. Looking at this graphic, how can we differentiate between these homes? Okay, if somebody were to drive into this neighborhood, how do they know which house to go to, right? How do they know? So, first thing is, these homes more than likely are going to have numbers assigned to them. So, for the sake of this, we're just going to put 1, 2, 3, 4, put this number 5, number 6, and number 7. Okay? So we have house number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay? Now, typically on a street, there's going to be a street name, right? There should be a street name assigned to this, right? So let's call this street name Bill. That's just random. We're going to call this Bill Street, right? So right now we have 1 Bill Street. Put the ST on the side here. We have 2 Bill Street. We have 3 Bill Street. We have 4 Bill Street, and then so on. Okay? Now, in this neighborhood, okay, let's give it a zip code. Let's just call it, I'll just make up a zip code here 4, 5, 3, 2, 1. Okay? That's the zip code. We'll just call it a zip code. All right? So, how does all this, okay, how does all that relate to this? Okay? Okay, let's check it out. So, going back to our diagram here, okay? If, say for example, if we all were living in house number 6, okay? And it's Christmas time, we're loving Christmas, they all got the Christmas lights out, and I want to send something in the mail, right? I want to send something in the mail. Where am I going to go? Cool, exactly. So typically I'm probably going to walk out here. I'm going to go to the mailbox, right? And drop it in the mail. Let's say house number 3 does the same thing, right? They walk out to the mailbox and drop their items inside of the mailbox. Okay, so now we have a couple items inside the mailbox, right? Now, who needs to show up or what needs to show up in order for that information or the stuff that's inside the mailbox to get to its destination? If you said a mail truck, then you're absolutely correct. So let's say, for example, a mail truck shows up. Okay, should put that a different color here. Let's put that in yellow. So let's say the mail truck shows up. Okay, and that is a very good looking mail truck. Okay, let's say the mail truck shows up, call it UPS, and the mail truck leaves and hauls the information or the packages and it probably goes to a central store or another big UPS store, so it can find its destination from there. Okay. Now, how does this relate to an IP version 4 address? How does this relate to IP version 4, subnet mask, and the gateway? How does that work? Okay. So, would you agree that all of these homes share the same street? That is correct, right? So, because they share the same street, folks, this right here is the subnet mask, okay? Because they share the same street, right? Now, when they go out to the mailbox, right? Mail truck shows up, right? That mail truck leaves. Guess what, folks? That mailbox is the default gateway. That is the default gateway, right? And then all of these numbers here is the IP version 4 address. So if we're looking at an IP version 4 address here, again, folks, this here, these are the differentiated numbers, okay, of an IP version 4. This is a subnet mask. This is the zip code, right? This is the street that your devices in your home is on, right? And then here is the mail truck, right? So inside of a home, inside your house, okay, typically you'll have, if you have your own home address, you'll have like a 192.168.1, things of that nature. You'll probably have NAT in your home, network address translation, okay? This section here of an IP address, depending upon what part is your network ID and all that good stuff, let's erase this, okay? Usually these numbers here are dynamic, which means they change. This is static. These don't change. So every device in your network is going to have the same subnet, which will be part of the same zip code. And then all that information is going to go out of the same gateway. This is the post office. This is the mail truck right here. Okay? That is a mail truck. So I hope this video helps. Hope that helps you out a little bit. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Have a good one.